funny. There was a gig I did for one of the wealthiest places you've ever, like, it's the place of sand and money, but not to be confused with the place of milk and honey. Why am I saying that? Because I played for a fabulous group of people, a nice audience, the nicest audience, great show, and at the end, I got a phone call afterwards, days later, that the management had found a piece of velcro, like velcro on the piano that I used to stick my stick to save me bending down. It peels off. It's to stop me scratching the piano. I put it on to save me scratching the piano, and they're calling a piano company to pay them to come out to peel it off. And they're taking it off my wages. I said, you have got to be kidding me on. I said, even if there was damage done to the piano, I made your punter. I had a good time. I gave my heart and soul into the concert. I said, I don't care if you have to buy a new piano and you have to throw it out. You still don't charge me for a piece of, like, I really made I was annoyed. And the guy said to me, you have to take it down a few notches. And I was like, it's been nice talking to you. Goodbye. And I said that. But now what's the funny part of the story is that I'm friendly with the guy that owns a piano distribution company because he helps me get gigs. So because that's a smart thing to do if you're a piano player, meet up with the guy who sells pianos. So he is the guy who they're calling, and I said, it doesn't happen to be you because he's the biggest in the area. I said, do you happen to be the guy that they are phoning? And he said, yeah, I'll check with my staff. Yes, it is us. So I took him, I showed him the velcro. He said, yeah, that's not a problem. He said, don't worry, I'll tell them that musicians do this all the time, and it just peels off. And I'll go in when we're going into tune anyway. So they're not going to take it off my wages. But it's so funny that the richest ones are the most freaking penny pinching bastards.
That's why they have.
I mean, I cannot, it's like, it really is disgusting.
Was this the Villages down there?
I'm not saying who it was, because that's,
fine.
the story's too good to sully myself with I'll share the story around, but I won't share the name. I won't share the name. Because I get a story out of it, which is worth $1 million, you know. I promise you, one of the best nights, everyone's singing with me, we found a piece of velcro on the piano. What? You serious? And they're like, you know, it could ruin the piano.
Poor people.
But it wasn't the audience.
No, it wasn't the audience, it was the management.
It's the management. It's the ones who are fleecing them. The ones who are busy fleecing them. I think it cost $300,000 to get in.
Is that right?
And it's a beautiful place, and the people were lovely, but the management sucked. The management sucked.